that I welcome you to today's session where we are looking at taking advantage of your unique position. Taking advantage of your unique position. You see, it is quite interesting that every human being is uniquely amazing. Everyone is different. We are different in the way we talk, how we reason, how we look at things, how we look at everything. We are unique. And it is extremely important to begin celebrating our uniqueness, to begin celebrating how different we are. It is extremely important to acknowledge that we are unique, and we begin celebrating this as we position ourselves. But the challenge that we tend to have in celebrating our uniqueness, we fall on these two things. I'm just building up so that we can move together. There are two things that make us not to celebrate our uniqueness. So number one, we tend to compare ourselves to others. You see, the biggest insult you can ever give yourself is comparing yourself to someone else. So the first thing is we look at others and we compare ourselves to others. The other thing is that we judge ourselves based on the past mistakes, based on the things that we did wrong in the past. So these two things make us begin feeling inferior. It affects our self-esteem. So I'll challenge you, number one, never compare yourself to anybody. Realize that you are unique. Then number two, never judge yourself harshly for the past mistakes. You need to understand that we are the worst critics of ourselves. When you get to judge yourself for the little mistake that you did in grade 7, in grade 12, you still remember it today when everyone else has forgotten that little mistake. So forget about those things and see how you position yourself. Now, with that said, how then do you take advantage of your unique self? How then do you position yourself to begin looking at yourself as one who is likely to achieve and attain exceptional things? Now, if you are to do exceptional things in life, you must be willing to celebrate yourself. You must be willing to feel yourself. You must be willing to see yourself as an exceptional being. That is extremely important. I don't know who brainwashed us with the thinking that, humility, like not exposing your unique abilities, not taking advantage of your unique positioning is a sign of humility. So we are always in this thing of, I'm nothing. Even when you praise a person, no, you're a very good singer. Just bit by bit. When you praise someone to say you're a great writer, we have a way of watering down our unique abilities. And of course, there's this common saying to say, never blow your own trumpet. I think that thing is extremely wrong. Never blow your own trumpet. Okay, fine. If you don't want to blow your own trumpet, at least tell us that you have a trumpet. Let us start from there. If you don't want to blow your trumpet, at least tell us that you have a trumpet. All I am putting across is that you need to begin taking advantage of your unique positioning. Every person has a unique positioning. The question I have for you is, what is your unique positioning? What is it that you have that others do not have? That which you can take advantage of. I think maybe let me give just some random examples of unique positioning that some people have and they don't pay attention to. Did you know that good looks are a unique positioning? If you're beautiful or handsome, that is your unique positioning. It's something that you should embrace and see how you can, utilize that to better yourself. Just looks. And I'm not talking about, gaining wealth using ill ways, but just your looks can help you attain success. I think let me give this crazy example. I remember back then there was this beautiful lady, this beautiful sister, very beautiful, and I used to admire her amongst many others. And this sister decided to start selling MAC powder. Now, for me, I had no idea what MAC powder was, what it could do. So she was selling MAC powder, and it was a set. It was also MAC powder and, MAC foundation or something. That's what she was selling. And guess what? The whole lot of myself, I went to buy MAC powder for my mother in the village who's never used MAC powder in her life. She didn't even know what MAC... In fact, she had never used not even that baby powder, that white one. She had never used that. But because of how beautiful this sister was, I had to buy MAC powder from her. And little did I know that this same MAC powder has shades. If one is lighter, there's a certain shade. To me, I didn't even care. All I needed was that this sister is selling this and I can buy this. So what am I putting across? In a similar way, if you are beautiful, you are handsome, try to sell something. Just take advantage of that. Sell something. People come through and buy. Even when they don't need it, they'll buy. So your beauty or your handsomeness is a unique position. So for me, for this particular sister, I bought MAC powder. Showing MAC, I don't know how to use it, and she doesn't know how to use it, and we ended up giving it to someone else. MAC powder. Buying, and it was at a very expensive price then. It was in thousands. I bought simply because she was what? Beautiful. So for some of you, you are very beautiful, but this sister is selling nothing. This brother, he can't sell anything. Why not take advantage of that? There are some of you who have, connected families. Your father, your uncles are very connected people, but you fail to take advantage of that. You see, you can begin an undertaking and take advantage of these connections. Your father is a pastor, for goodness sake. Me, if my father was a pastor, pastoring a church, being a congregation, in that congregation of powerful businessmen, me as a PK, pastor's kid, no, start a business. I mean, see how you are going to turn me down as a pastor's kid. That anointing for my father, I think will come. All I'm putting across is take advantage of your unique positioning. Take advantage of it. It is your unique positioning. And there are some of you who have very unique, positioning. In a church setting, I was basically talking about church. If you are committed at church, a committed brother or sister, a prayer warrior, even that, you can take advantage of it. Because you see, if you're a prayer warrior, you stand in church, whether you are a Sunday church goer or Sabbath church goer. So if you're a Sunday church goer and you cast demons and they see you that way, no, this is a prayer warrior. You can take advantage of that your unique positioning and see what you can do. All I'm putting across, every circumstance that surrounds your life is a unique positioning. The real question is, are you taking advantage of your unique positioning? Some of us think, no, I don't have a unique positioning, and you keep admiring others, the unique positioning of others. No, that one is handsome. Okay, no, that one is from a rich family. No, that one is... We keep looking at the advantages of others, and we forget about our advantages. Even the things that we look down upon. Or maybe which example can I give? Like take, for instance, myself. Coming from a poor family is a unique positioning. It's a disadvantage, right? You can say, no, I come from a poor family. Now, let me tell you. Coming from a poor family has been my unique positioning. Let me explain it this way. As a speaker, I come from a poor family. Now, bring in anyone who comes from a rich family. Put the two of us. I come from a poor family. He comes from a rich family. Who would you wish to listen to? Who would you wish to listen to? He's from a rich family. The father was a former minister and whatnot, was born with a silver spoon. I come from the village, poor background. Who would you wish to listen to? So do you realize that even my poverty is a unique positioning? Just my poverty. So anything can be unique positioning. So in my poverty as a speaker, I'll then come in. Then I'll tell you, you see, I come from a poor family. In fact, we were so poor, such that the poor called us poor. Get that? Can the rich guy say that? That is my unique positioning. Do you see it? Or I come in and say, you see, I was learning at a community school. And these are words that I've actually said. You could have listened to this. I was learning at a community school. And well, which is true, I was learning at a community school where we were learning in Nyanja. Every subject you are learning in Nyanja. In fact, even English itself, we learned it in Nyanja. Apandie pa top, apandie pa below. That is my unique positioning. So my suffering and my struggles are my unique positioning. And because of that unique positioning, that is why we have even increased the speaking fee. Just a bit, not much though. From 75,000 kwacha per 40 minutes to 115,000 per 40 minutes. But of course, I'm quite understanding we can sometimes go to 45 minutes. For 115,000 kwacha. My unique positioning is, I came from the village, I was suffering, well, which is a fact, and I've moved on in my business, which is a fact, and I have also had a number of losses. And you know these losses, and I've shared this. All these things that were disadvantages are my unique positioning. I've shared of the loss in South Africa, where I was robbed and they got everything. And, the only money that remained was in my inner pocket. And you know these stories. And the only money that survived was in my inner pocket. And I would like to say, don't ask me which inner pocket. You know these stories. You know the stories of the tomatoes, how I made a massive loss in the tomato project and my sweetheart, babe, dumped me. You know that story. And all these stories are my unique positioning. And those are things that make me stand out. And that is why now I can then charge you so much. So with that said, what is your unique positioning? What struggles have you gone through which are unique to you that you can use as your unique positioning? What is your positioning in life that makes you stand out in that unique positioning? What am I putting across? Take advantage of that unique positioning and propel yourself using that unique positioning. Are you good in singing? Are you good in interpersonal relations? Are you good with friends? Are you good with connections? Have you suffered a lot? Have you made losses? What is it that is so unique to you that you can start today and position yourself? Don't admire others. Those are those. You are the true version of yourself, and you can achieve exceptional things as an individual if you embraced the real you. The question is, what is so special to you? And I would encourage you to take advantage of that unique positioning. This is the message from the Radical Entrepreneur, and the future is bright. This was the 7th day of the 40-day defining challenge. I would encourage you to be part of tomorrow's 7:30 session. See you then. May God bless you all.